Hello everyone, we are making a doubled hinge box. So you can see the lid's going to open like this, and you'll have one compartment on one side and then the same thing on the other side. So we're starting with the box we made from last time. Go change these numbers, make it the size you want before we get started. And let's jump right in here. So the first thing we're going to do is change the lid. So the lid no longer needs to go all the way across, it needs to go only halfway. So let's find our sketch that is controlling the lid, and that's not it. There it is. So let's open up this sketch, and let's look at the top view. And we want to create a new line that it's not going to be the center of this line because that line is not going the full distance right now. So let's just make an arbitrary line that's not locked into a certain position, making sure it's horizontal there. And we're going to say the distance from there to there is the width divided by 2. So that's the real half of the box there. So now we can push OK. Now I see my lid is only extruding this half there, which is great. Then, to make the other half of the lid, I'm going to use this mirror, which is not in the sketch mode. This is in the 3D modeling mode. And I'm going to mirror off this plane right here, making sure it's going to be a new feature, and that's looking pretty good. All right, now you can see right away the next thing we need to do is make sure we have the rest of the hinge on our side piece there. So we're going to go back into this sketch that we have here, look at it from the straight on, and now we are going to create a mirror line that's exactly down the center. And we're going to reflect this hinge construction parts that we have over here. And that's looking pretty good. All right, and then we're probably going to have to change this extrude here, because right now it's not extruding all the parts we want. So we want to extrude this and this and this, and let's get this little guy in there too. Make sure we get the little guy over there too. All right, that's looking pretty good now. We'll say okay. All right, we are cruising. We got both the hinges there. The next thing we need to do is put the divider. So if you want this to be just one large open box, you can stop here and call it good. If you want that center divider, that piece going down the center as you see there, we got one more quick little step to do. We are going to linear pattern. We're going to linear pattern this side piece, because that piece that's going to go in the center here is really going to be the same shape as this side wall, and then we're going to make it go in the opposite direction. We want to make sure that it's exactly in the center. So just like we were linear patterning things before, this is going to be width, and that's going to be minus the thickness. So if you see that now, it's going to actually show up right on the same spot as that one. But it's actually this divided by, did that wrong. See it showing up there. It's this whole thing divided by 2. So it's half. And there it is, exactly in the middle there. We're going to say okay. Last thing we're going to do is use a Boolean to cut out the holes for this piece. Tools is going to be that center piece there. Targets is going to be the side, the bottom, and then the other side as well. We want to keep the tool, and bingo, we now have a box that has 2 little compartments inside there. All right, go ahead and export those, and you are ready to laser cut it out. Hope that helped you out and you had some fun. Bye-bye. We are back because some people wanted a little tab like this on theirs, so we are going to add one of those. Again, you don't have to do this, it's just another option. So we're going to create a new sketch, and we're going to create that on that inside piece there, because that inside is going to have the actual parts we want there. So we're going to create this on that inside surface. New sketch right there. And we're going to create a center line going straight up there. And that is going to be the center of our little tab here. And let's steal that line there from what we got. And I want a nice little arc going from maybe, let's try that again. Nice little arc from that's the center point, and something like that maybe. So now I have an arc there, and I'm going to create a little line going straight down there, and then I'm going to make a rectangle that is going to be the thickness, it's going to be a square, thickness by thickness. All right, so now we want to create a, this is not exactly in the center, so we want to create a point here, then we can force this point to be coincident on this line, and boom, now that we know that that's centered there. So from there, we are going to reflect and mirror across this line, this piece and this piece, looking pretty good. And we now have this little piece there that's going to be working for us. That's going to be our tab. That is going to be able to lock this. So let's hide some of these extra parts for a second. We're going to extrude this surface and this surface, and we're going to go the opposite direction. All right, and we're going to add it to this piece. And looking good, all right. And let's show our pieces here. Notice our lid is going through that, so we are going to want to do a Boolean on this one more time. We're going to say subtract. The tool is going to be this piece. Target is going to be these two pieces. And we're going to keep the tool. Oop, our tool disappeared, didn't it? Keep tool. All right. All right, so now we have the box. We have the little tab sticking out there. All you have left to do is design a little pin that's going to fit in there. I'm going to leave this up to you, but you're going to create a new sketch on this little surface, and you get to design your own little pin that will fit in there. I'll leave you alone, making sure that it's going to fit. Play around with it, have fun, enjoy. Bye-bye.